Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Express English with Joe, the series where we talk about things people say. I'm your host, Joe, and this week I've collected 3 things I've heard people say in the real world. So, grab a cuppa and let's get started. The first one comes from my dad. When he saw the first episode, he gave me some ideas, and I really like the first one he gave me, even though it's a little bit rude. The first one is to blow smoke up someone's arse. To blow smoke up someone's arse. Now, arse is bum, or ass in American English, behind, backside, right? But what does it mean? To blow smoke up someone's arse. Well, let me give you an example. Don't listen to Sarah. She's just blowing smoke up your arse to get what she wants. Don't listen to Sarah. She's just blowing smoke up your arse to get what she wants. So what does it mean to blow smoke up your arse? So it means to flatter someone excessively, a lot, right? To say really nice things to someone in order to get what you want. So the nice things that you say, well, they might not be sincere. You might not really be telling the truth. So here's another example. The salesman, maybe the car salesman, was blowing smoke up my arse just so he could sell the car. But I didn't listen. The car salesman was blowing smoke up my arse just so that he could sell a car. But I didn't listen. So maybe he was complimenting me, saying really nice things. Yeah, oh, I like your jacket. Or you look really good in this car. He's just blowing smoke up my arse. Now, the origin of this one is really interesting. It comes from the 18th century, like many of these expressions, and back then, doctors used to actually blow smoke up patients' arses to help them with hernias or intestinal diseases, because they thought blowing smoke up their arse would help the respiratory system, the breathing system. Obviously, that isn't true, and now this practice isn't done. So don't let anybody blow smoke up your arse. Here's one more example. My boss told me that I was really good at my job before asking me to take on another project. He was definitely blowing smoke up my arse. My boss told me I was really good at my job before asking me to take on another project. He was definitely blowing smoke up my arse. The second one also comes from my dad. I liked this one that he mentioned as well, and it's got an interesting origin. It's to be on tenterhooks, not tender hooks. Tenterhooks. To be on tenterhooks. Here's an example. We were on tenterhooks waiting for the exam results to be posted online. We were on tenterhooks waiting for the exam results to be posted online. So what do you think that means, to be on tenterhooks? To be on tenterhooks means to feel kind of anxious or stressed or nervous about something, or, really important word, stretched, like someone's stretching you. So this is a great expression, and the origin, I think, is even greater. It comes from quite a while ago, again, I think the 17th century this time, maybe even earlier, but we used to have these wooden frames called tenters, and these tenters had hooks, and what you would stretch across these tenters was material, maybe wool, so that it would dry without shrinking, without getting smaller. So if you are on tenterhooks, it's like you're being stretched or pulled across something. Here's another example. Jane has been on tenterhooks ever since applying for the job. She really wanted to get it. Jane has been on tenterhooks since she applied for that job. She really wanted to get it. Here's another one. When I post a video, I'm on tenterhooks. I want to see how people react to it. When I post a video, I'm on tenterhooks. I want to see how people react to it. The next one also comes from my dad, but after he gave me to blow smoke up someone's arse and to be on tenterhooks, I said to him, "Those were great. Have you got any more?" And he said he couldn't come up with any more. And then he said, I'm drawing a blank. There we go. That's perfect. That's a really good expression. To draw a blank. Well, what do you think it means? Let me give you an example first. I tried to remember his name, but I kept drawing blanks. What does it mean? So to draw a blank means to not be able to remember something or to not be able to produce some kind of information. So if somebody asks you when something happened and you can't remember, you draw a blank. Or if someone asks you to come up with a name for an alien and you just can't think of one, you're drawing a blank. Another example, maybe one that's quite relatable for everyone. When I looked at the first question of my exam, I drew a blank, even though I studied all night. When I looked at the first question of the exam, I drew a blank, even though I studied all night. So where does it come from? Well, it's got a pretty fun origin. Have you ever played the lottery? You know, where you pay $1 or $2 or £1 or £2 or whatever your currency is for a ticket, and then you might win some money, right? That's the lottery. Well, a long time ago, I don't know when, but a long time ago, there was a kind of lottery game where a ticket was pulled out of a machine. And if that ticket was blank, you draw a blank. You take something out and it's blank. So there wasn't a winner. So that's what it means. To draw a blank means, nothing comes out. There's no winner. There's nothing was produced. Okay, one more, maybe quite relatable as well, if you drive. I asked him where he had parked his car, but he drew a blank. I asked him where he had parked his car, but he drew a blank. Has that ever happened to you? Where you park your car somewhere in a car park, and then later, you forgot where you parked, you drew a blank. You don't know where your car is. So we learned to blow smoke up someone's arse, to blow smoke up someone's arse, to be on tenterhooks, to be on tenterhooks, and to draw a blank, to draw a blank. Thanks, Dad, for those words. Do you want private English lessons with me? Click the link in the description to find out more. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe for more content like this. And if you're listening on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, please follow for more. Don't forget to make a comment and practice something you've learned. I'll read it, I'll check it, and I'll let you know if it's a good sentence or not. And this was Express English with Joe. See you in the next one. Cheers.